everybody, come on, let's stand and sing together. Come on, let's have a good night. Here we go.
Black and white turns the color all around. All is new in the Savior I am found. This is living now. This is living now. You lead the way, God, you're right beside me. In your love I'm complete. There's nothing like living with you. This life you created, I choose. See the sun now bursting through the clouds, black and white. Just a color all around. All is new in the Savior I am found. This is living now. This is living now. Higher than I've been before. It's your perfect love that sees me soar. God, your freedom is an open door. You are everything I want and more. See the sun now bursting through the clouds, black and white, turns to color all around. All is new in the Savior I am found. See the sun now bursting through the clouds, black and white, turns to color all around. All is new in the Savior I am found. This is living now. This is living now. Take approach your throne to claim this crown through Christ my own. Yours now forever. And nothing's gonna hold me back. Nothing's gonna hold me back. Nothing's gonna hold me back. My chains fell off, my heart was free. I'm alive to live for you. I'm alive to live for you. Amazing love, how can it be? You gave everything for me. You gave everything for me. Everything. Free to live, free to give, free to be. I'm free to love you, free to live, free to give, free to be. I'm free to love you, free to live, free to give, free to be. I'm free to love you, love. My chains fell off, my heart was free. I'm alive to live for you. I'm alive to live for you. Amazing love, how can it be?
Okay, folks, why don't you take a seat for a minute? Okay. Okay, folks, last week, just turn that down a bit for us. Okay, last week and the week before, we advertised this. We advertised Halloween, and specifically, we're going to take Halloween back. What we're saying is, why should the devil have all the good holidays? Well, he doesn't. He just has one, and I don't want him to even have that. So no, we're going to turn Halloween into a good thing, and we want everybody to join in, okay? So I want to introduce you to Tom. Everybody say hi, Tom. Okay, that was this side of the room's good, this side of the room's useless. So yeah, I'm expecting more noise later. So Tom, why don't you just tell these guys what ideas we've come up with so far for turning Halloween into a really positive thing?
Okay, so the big one that I'm pushing is, so it's giving goodie bags, but instead of having sweets, they're full of like essentials for people who live on the streets in Liverpool city centre, because it's Halloween themed, but helping people is fun and nice. And then you had one about, was it about Pokemon? Is that?
Oh, that's a different thing. We're gonna do a Pokemon themed outreach event as well, but yeah, that's a different thing.
But that's the big thing. So it's just about giving to homeless people because they're kind of in need, and so for it we need mainly just donations of like there's a list of essentials. There's clothes, backpacks, things like that, things you'd need if you're on the streets.
Definitely. There's a lot of good that we can do for people whose doors nobody's going to knock at for trick or treat because they don't have a door, they don't have a house. So let's go out and look after them. I think we can do that. I think everybody here has got something to give, and I'm going to invite you to get on board and get involved in this, and let's use this holiday to really bless some people. So what we're going to do is we're going to meet in the cafe as soon as we're done here, okay? And you're going to meet with Tom and Amelia, and I'm going to be there. Let's talk about what we're going to give away, how we're going to do it, and then help us out with that, okay? Everybody, yes? Okay, I think this is a good thing, and I love the work that these guys have done coming up with this. So how about we give them a round of applause, yeah? Okay, thank you very much, Tom. Okay, right, guys, we've got one more video, and then we're going to start the talk, okay? Here we go.
Again, viewer discretion is advised.
What are you doing?
Shut your face and go away. Thank you. You're very welcome. Beautiful.
Ask a question. Let me ask a question. How many people were watching that video and thinking, oh, those were the days? Well, someone's crying about it, so we're not going to go there. But come on, how many of you, this is the phrase that was on your mind, right? You were looking at, oh, that was a great night. Half of you don't know what on earth any of that was. That's what we did in the youth club over the last year, just in case we hadn't made that clear. But clearly some of you were reminiscing kind of hard there, I see. But here's the thing. I mean, you're looking back at these days and you're thinking, those were the days. But did you notice what came up at the end there? 4th of the 11th, 2016. Anybody want to venture a guess as to what that is? That's when we're coming back. Okay, there you go. You see though, right, as soon as you say, look, there's something coming up, there's something new happening, suddenly the memories are just memories, but until you've got something new to look forward to, those memories are so powerful, right? How many of you were like, oh no, I wish I could be back there then, and we do that a lot. We do that an awful lot. And in fact, I want to talk about just that thing, because here's the truth. This apple has a lot to say about that. And I'm going to explain that why, okay? Because I bet for all of you, there's something that you look back at and you say, those were the days, right? Now, here's the thing. That could be in a good way or in a bad way. Because one way or another, we're all looking backwards to something and focusing on that and thinking about that an awful lot. And believe me, this apple has got something to tell you, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to leave it up here, okay? I'm going to leave that right there. And yeah, Amy, if I can have a bit of lights on that. There you go, lovely. Okay, I'm going to put the knife there because I don't trust myself with it. Okay, because here's the thing. Your relationship to those days has a really powerful effect on your today. How you treat that memory from back then is affecting your life right now. And wouldn't it be great if you could actually get on top of that relationship and understand that your relationship with that past moment is the key to having peace right now. And that's what we're going to talk about, because we're talking about right now. We're looking at this whole series called Time to Win, which is getting the most value from your cough lozenges, getting most value from this season of your life with the best possible relationship to both your past and your future. And we're doing that with a bunch of simple statements, like, for instance, love the hell out of everyone. You can change the people around you by loving them no matter what they do. You don't take your cue on what you do from them. You decide who you are. I'm going to be a loving person towards you no matter what you do. It puts you in the driving seat of your relationships. It means you take control of the relationships and you affect everyone around you for the better, which changes your surroundings for the better as well. And also, don't worry, there's a plan. I mean, we all have this idea that there's something out there that's controlling our destinies, and you know what? A lot of people think it's luck or it's fate or the universe or karma or whatever, and usually they end up worrying that whatever it is, they've displeased it, and that's why everything's going wrong in my life, right? Okay, no, if you get to know God, you get to know that he has a plan for you, and it's really good, and this moment is part of that plan. And even if everything terrible is happening, we looked at last week, there's still gold in this situation. You're still being blessed right now. And if you can just change that perspective, have faith that the gold is there before you see it, and you go looking for it, you'll find that even in your worst situations, you're still being blessed. If you change your perspective to see that, here's what you get if you put all those three together. You only have positive relationships, and those that are negative, you turn them positive. And you see the best side of things no matter what's going on. Nothing can ever bring you down, and you have no cause to worry or stress about the future. Does that sound like a happy life so far? Well, let's deal with number 4. If you want to be happy, if you want a really good, fulfilled life, here's what you need to do. You need to make all things new. Take a tip from Jesus, okay? This is what he said, I make all things new. And we could talk about the apple at the beginning of the Bible, but there wasn't one, but everybody seems to think there was. Everybody thinks, two naked people, a snake and a naughty fruit, and two guys that walk into a barn, and Englishman, Irishman, Scotsman, or something like that. But, it doesn't say that it was an apple, but whenever you see these images, you're always looking at an apple. But, okay, let's just say that apple is from the beginning, but here's a word from the end. Jesus said, I make all things new. And do you know what he was talking about? This is Revelation. This is the end of time. And he was saying, the whole earth and the whole heavens, I make it all new. Which means this is not designed to last. Nothing here is designed to last. It's all designed to be made new. Do you know what stops things being made new? Well, that would be us. Here's the thing. The word all is what I've highlighted here, because the word all, that's the important bit. I'm not just talking about the bad stuff. I'm talking about the good stuff as well. You actually need to treat your best memories and your worst memories exactly the same. Because we're keeping hold of the old for all kinds of reasons. And, I could split them up into the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I'm pretty sure if you look back at your memories, they fit into one of those 3 categories, right? The good, the bad, and the ugly. It's not quite as simple as it looks, though, because you never know which one of those categories that it falls into. But whatever the moment, whatever that memory is, your relationship with it is key to your happiness today. Let me just show you how powerful a good, healthy relationship to your past is. Last week we looked at how there's gold in this situation, right? I bet there's a bunch of you. You can look back to something you went to, and you can say, I see it now. I see what was the good thing about that. I couldn't see it at the time. That guy was absolutely messing me around, and he was a horrible boyfriend, but I didn't see that all the time there was some guy I had waiting in the friend zone, and all I had to do was open the door and let him out, and hey, I was happy that whole time. Woohoo, right? You were blessed all the time, you just couldn't see it. Hindsight is 20/20. You get perfect vision when you're looking back on your life. So when you look back, you can see all the gold you were being blessed with that you can't see today. And when you put it into perspective like that, you get to see that this is true. Don't worry, there's a plan. You couldn't see how it was going to work out back then, but how many things can you look at? And it was horrible at the time, but you can honestly say, if that hadn't happened, I wouldn't have met that person. If that hadn't happened, I wouldn't be here right now. So when you look back, you can actually see how your plan fits together, right? Unfortunately, that's how to have a healthy relationship with the past, but so often we have an unhealthy relationship. And I said last week that when you're focusing on right now, you're focusing usually on what's going to make me happy right now. And you're focusing on something like this, and this is the thing I want. This is the thing I want. I want to get this for Christmas, or I want my husband to get me this, or I want this to happen. I want that holiday. Whatever it is, I want them nuggets. Okay, and I can't be happy until I've got that thing, and it takes over your vision. You can't see anything else, because all you can focus on is that one thing I think I need to make me happy, right? Okay, but sooner or later, the chicken nuggets are gone. Sooner or later, it's over, and then, so now you've gone down again. Here's the thing. Momentary happiness is one thing, but when you drag that momentary happiness with you, saying, I wish I could have it again, I wish I could live that moment again, do you know what you're taking? You're taking that thing that was blocking out your vision of everything else, and you're refusing to let it go, and you're taking it with you, and you're keeping it right there. I'm sorry, folks, but you can only see Star Wars for the first time once. You can't, Caroline knows what I mean. You can't go back and watch it for the first time again. That moment is gone. And unfortunately, if you hold every sequel to the same standard, you're probably going to be disappointed because nothing can surprise you for the first time twice. You can't go back to that season of your life and live it again. And yet, how often do we want to do that? How often do we want to take that thing and bring it with us? And on the other side of it, what about the bad memories? Now, you already know about them bad memories, right? You already know about those things. I wonder how many you're carrying with you right now. What do you reckon? I mean, I'm sure you're going to say, nah, I'm over it. No, I dropped that thing. I put that thing. I've moved on. I'm okay. I'm fine as I am, right? I'll bet you're not. Like, okay, let me tell you this story. There was someone I used to have to take home from Chill every Friday, and I used to have to drive her home, and because I do that with a lot of people. And as I'm driving home, it's like, no, we can't go that way. Why not? Someone lives on that street that I don't like. I was like, we're in a car doing 30 miles an hour at 10:30 at night. What do you think? Do you think they're waiting at the window for you with an egg in their hand to throw? No, they wouldn't let me go down that street. All right, okay, well, how about I go this way? No, you can't go that way because there's someone there. And literally 3 or 4 roads, I could not drive this person down because there was someone there that they didn't like. It sounds stupid, doesn't it? How many people are you avoiding right now? Oh, how many people who you're not actively avoiding, but you really hope you don't run into them? Right? Okay, how about this? How many of us, there's something that you don't want to do because last time you messed it up and you don't trust yourself with it, right? And you've forgotten about it until you get to the situation where you might have to do it again and you steer your life in another direction because I don't want to trust myself with that. You'd forgotten about it until it became an issue. How many of us have been hurt by someone in a particular way and now we can't trust anyone in that particular way? And usually you go on with your life and everything's fan-dabby-does and everything's great, but as soon as it comes time to trust someone like that again, boom, that memory's right there. It's pushing your buttons, it's shaping your life, right? Sometimes we don't even know it is. Sometimes it's subconscious. We've forgotten why we feel like this. We just remember that we feel like this. I don't want to trust myself. I don't want to go that way. Right? Does this sound familiar? So here's the thing. We're carrying a lot of baggage. And we're carrying a lot of baggage of the good stuff and the bad stuff. Because that thing that happened, we've taken it, we've put it there, and we're keeping it there. We're keeping it in our vision, our focus. We don't want to let it go for whatever reason, and we keep it. You can see the plan of your life. You can get a sense of who you are and what your destiny is. But you need to know that you'll never see the whole map until you put down the magnifying glass. You need to stop magnifying that moment and give it more permission to rule your life than it deserves. Because we all do that, right? We all do that. We're all doing that right now. The thing is, it's not just the bad stuff. I know, as I said this, your mind went straight to that bad memory or you assume that's what I'm talking about. No. I mean make all things new. So why do I keep saying that this is important for the good stuff as well? Well, let me explain with a video. Okie dokie. Now, how many of you at this point are really, really hoping I haven't spoken to any member of your family at this point? Yeah, okay, well, Sam's hiding, apparently. Okay. Oh, no, Sim's hiding, never mind. Right. Here's the thing, okay? I'm talking about your bad memories. Your memory is imperfect. And here's what you do. You look back at the worst things that have ever happened to you, and you accentuate the worst parts of them. You also look back at the best things that have ever happened to you, and you accentuate the best parts of them. But when you look back, when you really look back with cold, clinical eyes, you find that you weren't nearly as cool as you thought you were. Oh, good grief. I actually danced like that. I actually looked like that. Right, okay, here's the thing. It's better to kind of leave those memories there with you in blissful ignorance. Would you agree with that? Okay, you know how you retain blissful ignorance? By not going revisiting them all the time? And the thing is, don't even be angry that your memory is so bad at accurately remembering the past. It's supposed to be. You know why? Because your mind is not designed to stay there. Your mind's best faculties are not spent on yesterday. You're supposed to be concentrating on where you are today. So give your mind a break. It doesn't remember yesterday very well. You know why? Because it doesn't matter. I think there's something we can learn from that. And the thing is, this is our best memories and our worst. Because in terms of the best memories, I mean, who said that it's the bad memories that are the ugly ones? Yeah, when you look back at your photos, you think, actually, I'm not so sure. Right, okay, here's the thing. I'm going to give you this advice. Never underestimate the power of a bad haircut. Okay, and I want you to think about this. Treat your best memories, the times when you thought everything was going well, treat it like a terrible haircut. It was good for then, but it's over now, and I'm glad. Because just like a terrible haircut, none of your memories and none of the moments from your past are supposed to last forever. You're supposed to leave them where they are, move on, and be who you are today. You all with me so far? Okay, this is very important about your best memories, because you will keep neglecting today if you keep idealizing yesterday. You will keep comparing who you are today to an idealized version of who you were yesterday. And you can't compete your today's reality with yesterday's imagination. And that's all it is. It's imagination, and you'll build it up to be better than it was. So you'll never be satisfied with today because it's not quite as good as that happened. Let go of that happened, whatever it was. It wasn't as good as you think it was. Move on. Live in today. Okay? So that's the good stuff. You don't really need me to talk to you about why, we'll get there, about why you need to let go of bad memories, right? I mean, surely nobody needs me to tell you why these are not doing you any good at all. And yet, we still tend to cart them around with us. And I suppose it's a question of, what are these memories? I mean, what if I said this? I can boil every bad thing that you're carrying around with you right now. I can boil it all down to just two things. It's something they did and it hurt. Or it's something you did and you regret. Right? So there you go. Every bad thing, and I don't know what it is you're carrying with you right now. I don't know what, nightmares or whatever it is from the past, anything it still hurts and you're carrying it, whatever it is, it comes down to one of those two things. Two things, just two things. What if I told you that it all boils down to one solution? There is only one solution, and it's not going to be easy to hear because it's not easy to do. It's very simple, but it's not easy at all, and it's one word. And I think a lot of you already know what that word is, right? You've got to forgive. Last thing you want to do sometimes, right? Especially if they're not even sorry. But I'm telling you, it is literally the only way to have peace with what happened. You either have to forgive them, or you have to forgive yourself. And that's just as important, because very often what we're carrying is something we can't let go because we can't forgive ourselves. Sometimes it's easier to forgive other people than it is to forgive ourselves, because the person who you need to forgive is there every time you look in the mirror. It can be hard. Of course it can. And I'm not going to suggest that this is an easy thing. In fact, what I'm going to say is, it's not just I forgive, it's a process. It's a process and it takes time, but it's worth investing in that time, because you will never have peace until you've forgiven that person or forgiven yourself of that thing. So I know it's hard, and I know it's probably the last thing you want to hear, especially if you're holding on to something. But let me ask you a question. How long will you let what they did then decide who you are now? If I was to put it like that, how long? You're going to carry on holding on to it for another hour? You want someone dictating who you are for another day? Another week? Another month? How long? Come on, how long in minutes? How long in hours? I mean, if I could give you the choice, how long until you have peace? You would say, I want it now. Okay, well, how long until you let go? You put it like that, it's a lot more simple than you might have thought, right? Or let me ask it in a slightly different way. How much longer until you be free of what happened? Because I guarantee if someone hurt you, it's not playing on their mind, it's only playing on yours. And those two questions, they're both questions for you. They're both a decision for you to make. Because whether it's something you did that you regret, or someone else did that's still hurting you, the only person giving that thing any power over you is you. They can control what they did, but they can't control how much it's playing on your mind right now. They can't control how much it's pointing you in various directions and pushing your buttons. They can't decide that. Only you can. You're the only one that can decide to let go, because you need to understand that thing, whatever that thing is, it's not holding on to you. It's you that's holding on to that thing. And so whatever way you look at this, it's one simple thing that you need to do. Now, we've done this in cell, so if you've been to cell, this will sound familiar. There's a difference between an acquittal and a pardon. Right? Now, if you know legal, if you watch legal shows nearly as much as I do, you already know this. We've got a law student over there, so ask Neve if you're confused. Right. An acquittal is this, where they say, you're not guilty, you didn't do it. I'm not suggesting you do that. That's just living in denial. A pardon is an entirely different thing. A pardon is, you did it, you're guilty, but I'm choosing to let go. And that's it. It's simply the choice. I'm letting go. You owe me nothing anymore, and I'm going to have peace. Now, peace isn't going to come straight away. It's not. It's going to take time. But it's a process that you start with one simple decision. I want to be free. I want to be free of what I did. I want to be free of what you did. Whoever it is, it's one choice for you to make. Now, you're probably going to have to make it repeatedly, because your mind's going to keep remembering the thing. So you're going to have to remind yourself, no, I've chosen to forgive you. I've chosen to forgive you. I've chosen to forgive you. Whether that's a person or you're looking in the mirror, you keep reminding yourself. Later, you'll train your brain. It'll get the picture. And that's when you start to have peace. If I'm going to suggest you do it as quickly as possible after someone offends you. I've been practicing this for years, right? And not that many people that have known me a long time would think that I'm a very serene person. But most people would say I'm a lot calmer than I used to be. I'm a lot better than I used to be. And you know why? Because I make a game out of this. As soon as someone offends me, how quickly can I go to, I forgive you, and now, and here's the test. If you want to know when you're ready to forgive someone, it's when you're ready to pray for them. Not that God will get them, because we've all prayed that one, right? No. When you're willing to pray for someone, you know, right, okay, now I have peace. I'm good. So if I can give you some advice, do that as quickly as you can. As soon as someone offends you, don't grab hold of it. Just say, okay, no, I'm choosing to forgive you. What you did wasn't right, but I'm choosing not to let go. I'm choosing to forgive you, and pray for them straight away. Give that a try. You'll be amazed how powerful it is. But of course, you've got this stuff you've been hanging on to for months or years, and it's hard to let go. Of course it is. It's a process. Now, I'm gonna make a few things available to you. First of all, we've got some mentors, okay? You see this? I'm wearing a mentor badge. Who's wearing a mentor badge? Come on, right, okay? Do me a favor. If you're wearing a mentor badge, stand up. Stand up if you're wearing a mentor badge. Come on. There you go. She's filming, so I'll let her off. Okay. So there's those two, and Mike is wearing one, is he? Oh. Right, okay, all right, you can sit down. Right, okay, so we've got a bunch of people with a mentor badge. Right, here's the thing, guys. If you are carrying something, you should have peace. You deserve to have peace. So what I'm going to say is, if you're still carrying something, go and talk to a mentor. Talk it out, get advice, but the best thing I can suggest is get prayer. Get some prayer over this. You will get peace. This is so powerful, okay? So I'm going to suggest that you do that. But the mentors are there for you. We've also, on the app, I've put a video series called Starting Over. It's by a guy called Andy Stanley. It's very, very good, and it's a 4-stage thing about starting over and analyzing what's happened before and coming to terms with it and coming to peace with it. It's there. It's for free. It's on the app right now. Go and watch it. Okay? This is my suggestion for you. But, one more thing as well, just before I close up. The takeaway challenge this week. The last few weeks I've been saying, write down a list of the worst things that ever happened to you. Right? I know, which sounds a bit morbid, but in the first week it was okay, and then you say, if that hadn't happened, I wouldn't be here now. If that hadn't happened, I wouldn't be here now. You put your worst memories into perspective. And then last week we said, right, okay, well, write down all the good things that must have happened for that to even be a problem. Your internet couldn't go off if you didn't have the internet. So you list your blessings that must have happened for that to have even been possible. So here's what I'm going to do. If you've written down that list of the worst things that ever happened to you, then move ahead with this. If not, write one down. Write one down. If you want peace, write down a list of the worst things that have happened to you, and then write down who was at fault. So who was the cause? And in many cases it's going to be you, but you plus someone else, because there's usually a combination here. But here's what I want you to do, okay? And this is so powerful. Speak out the words verbally. That person that did that thing, I forgive you. Say it out loud and see how powerful it is. Come to terms with everything that's happened. Come to terms with all the moments that have shaped you in a good way or a bad way. Come to terms with them, and where there's been a hurt, say, I forgive you. Whether you're saying it to yourself or someone else, it doesn't matter. Come to peace with the things that have happened to you. You can have peace. Don't you think you deserve it by now? Okay. So that's a takeaway challenge there. But yeah, if you want to be happy in today, let go of tomorrow. No, not even. Let go of yesterday. Make all things new. And in case you was thinking I'd forgotten about the apple, here it is. You see, I cut up this apple before, and it was fresh. I bought it today. But man, I don't want to eat this now. You probably wouldn't want to either. Anybody want to tell me why? It's gone brown. You know why? Because everything in this world decays. Everything in this world has a time, and then a time when it's no good anymore, and it's over. This apple can tell you a lot about your life. There's a time when it's good, there's a time to let go. Because that's the way the world is. The only thing holding on to those memories is you. That's my alarm telling me to shut up. And I'm at the end now. Hooray, I made it in time. The only thing holding on to that, take a tip from the apple. Let things grow old and die. Let them pass on. Move on and be in today. Jesus said, I make all things new. He's faithful to that. And he wants to do that with you. But it's your choice. So why don't we pray? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. This is just so that other people who want to pray with don't feel like a wally because you're staring at them. Because everybody hates that. So I'm going to just say some words, and you pray them after me if you're feeling it. If you're really not going to make you, that's okay. But just give space for people who want to, and let them do their thing. So don't interrupt everybody, okay? That'd be great. Okay, so say these words after me. My Father, thank you for making me. You did a great job. Thank you for all the good things that have happened in my life. Help me to understand the bad ones. I want to be new. I want to be brand new. I ask you to make me new. I ask you to forgive me and help me to forgive others. Help me find peace. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, right, so if you said that prayer and you're thinking, I want to do that, I want to do that, I want to do that, well, go and find someone with a mentor badge and ask them, okay, what the heck did I do and what do I do now? Okay, we've put some leaflets, they're in the tent I think Sophia's woken up now, so she's fine. So there's some leaflets in the tent, in the cafe, and in the foyer. They're also on the app as well, okay? So if you want to know what's the faith all about, or where do I go now, what on earth is this, then just go and look at them, okay? That's it. So if we put that in context, love the hell out of people. Don't worry, there's a plan. There is gold in this moment, but make all things new. You're not designed to stay in yesterday, so don't be there no more, okay? Right, okay. Next week, hang on. How to slow down, stop worrying, and enjoy your life. Because how often do we feel like we're in a rush, time's running out, and we've got to run because tomorrow's coming, and right. how to get past that, okay? We're going to do that next week. So feel free to bring someone, okay, someone you think needs to hear that. This video will be on the app soon, as will all of them very soon, so you'll be able to watch them, show them to your friends and all the rest of it. Okay, we want to help people, and we hope we'll see you next week. But that's it for now, and yeah, thanks for listening.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody
Gets left behind.
or forgotten.